So while in Canada this time, I got to go a few places and see a few things that I didn't get to experience for quite a while. And so what I'd like to do is introduce to you a couple of gaming stores that I checked out while I was there. So first up, we've got the Ogre's Den. This is a new gaming club in Calgary. It's affiliated with the Ultimate Gamers Group, of which I used to be a member a long time ago, but the club was never this big. It's run by a friend of mine named Paul Lemus. I guess that's the name he goes by now. So him and some other friends, they got together, they found this space, they financed it, they're selling stuff, they're selling magic cards, and they're really, really into Age of Sigmar. So the space is large enough that they can have tournaments, magic tournaments, 40K tournaments, really anything. The space was absolutely huge. I forget how many square feet it was, but I remember him telling me the rent was quite big. Lots of tables, lots of things going on. So I went on a Thursday night, which was the tabletop night for Age of Sigmar. Now I used to play Warhammer with these guys a long time ago. We were a bit sharky on the scene, but these guys are really into Age of Sigmar, and good on them because I wasn't really into it. But you know, they almost put the hook in me, almost. And the scenery they had was really, really good. So what Paul and his crew have done is in the back they've got 40 of these giant tubs to do enough tables, 40 tables, and each one, as you can see on the wall, there's a listing. So they've got the Shire, they've got the plains of this, and the mountain of that, or whatever these things are called now. So when you open these giant tubs, all of the scenery for that board, everything that's themed for that board is there. Here you can see another part of the back room. Really, really impressive stuff. So here we've got the front of the store, and you can see they do sell magic cards, but they've got these tables for demo games and whatnot. As you can see, the caliber of the scenery is really, really good. That table in the back, though, that's a bit hack, you got to admit. But the members of the club, they support themselves by ordering whatever it is that they want. These guys are into Warhammer and Age of Sigmar. And they order it through the club, they buy it through the club, they support the club, they carpool for tournaments, they have jerseys, they're really into it. And the thing is that the community they've built is really impressive, you know, since I left. I mean, Paul really took this and ran away with it. And these guys are all high caliber gamers. They've got great looking armies. I mean, check this army out. I mean, these are some new models I'd never seen before, and these guys were all rocking this kind of stuff. So if you're ever in the Calgary area, you know, go by, check it out, have a Coke, a bag of chips, go in there, chat with Paul. Next up, I'm going to check out the Sentry Box. So here it is. This is the Sentry Box. This has got to be one of North America's premier gaming stores ever. It's huge. It's got tons of stuff. It's got everything you could possibly want in it. I think it used to be a post office or a library, but you got to see the inside of this place if you've never been there. Check this out. So here's the inside. That's the one wall when you come in, and you sort of turn the club rooms in the back. You can just see it in the back there, and they've done it all up. A long time ago, it just used to be press board. And on the back, they've got, you know, hieroglyphics. They got the big Darth Vader there. And as you turn around, when you're leaving, you get to see this great lintel over the door. It's really fantastic. So as you can see, the store is quite large, the showroom, I guess, and it has a lot of board games, comic books, role-playing games, miniatures, figure cases. I mean, you name it, they pretty much sell it, if there's anything kind of hobby-related. So the stock, this is the stock on the primary sales floor. This is the more popular stuff. This is probably where the people a bit younger than I would hang out. But yeah, you've got people, they selling their armies and things like that here. We've got some Flames of War stuff and whatnot and some 40K. But I want to show you the military floor because that's the floor that I guess I'm into and I guess you're into too. So let's check it out here. So on the second floor in the back and the top, that's the historical floor. They've built this cool diorama. As you can see, it's kind of like a burnt-out building. They've got Osprey books. They've got 15 millimeters, Ancients, Napoleonics. Here's the Warlord section. They're really big into Flames of War there, but it's a really impressive shop. I absolutely guarantee you that you will not be disappointed visiting this store. So if you're ever in the Calgary area, definitely go here. So while I was away in Canada this time, I had some time to paint. I did go to the Sentry Box in the hopes of picking up the Fallschirmjäger box, but alas, they didn't have it. But I had to paint something, you know, to get my mind off of things. So I ended up picking up the Perry Africa Corps. This is the second batch I painted. I gave the first 5 I painted to a friend of mine who came out and came to my mom's funeral, and I hadn't seen him in a while. So and I'd never painted him any miniatures. So we you know, I just said, hey, you know, here you go. We've been he's a bit of a comic book artist, so we've been kind of, you know, kicking things back and forth. So I'd never given him any of my work. He'd sent me a bunch of pictures before, and I've got them up in my place. So
Anyways, yeah, so these are the ones that I kept. So the box is missing 5, so I've only got 33 to paint. So this was the first little section, very, very basic. They've got the LMG in the center there, you know, in the prone position. A lot of prone guys in this box, and then just the NCO. Yeah, these are definitely not, you know, my top drawer painting stuff. I mean, I was painting in my sister's basement with, like, you know, a headlamp, and some of the brushes and stuff I had were pretty antiquated and not really the best. I wasn't used to it, you know, so that's a bit of an excuse, but they turned out okay. I think tabletop quality is okay. And then I did another section here. There's another 8 guys here, and I've got another 8 to go. I do have to say, if you ever do this kit, this guy here with the grenade and the slung rifle will give you nightmares trying to put together. But other than that, you know, they were all right. Painting wise, you know, I wanted to mix and match. Yeah, I think they're a little bit too green, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I've got a couple weapons teams for them and some Napoleonics that I did while I was there too. So just hang in there for about 2 more seconds and we can check that out. Okay, so here are the 2 weapon teams I've done for the Africa Corps. We've got the anti-tank rifle over here, and we've got the light mortar on the right. As I mentioned before, there were quite a few prone figures in this kit, and I'm not really a big fan of them. However, with this kit, they work because you are given the support weapons, such as the anti-tank rifle and the light mortars, and it does work with the MG34s too, I find. Yeah, I don't really have a lot more miniatures to do for this little gang of Africa Corps. I've got one more section of 8. I've got an officer to do and his friend. And also the air observer, I guess, with another friend. And I've got a couple extra guys, so I might beef up the 2 sections. Also, I got some Napoleonics done. Apologize for the fuzziness of this. I haven't based them yet, as you can see, so they're kind of, I guess they're technically a work in progress. But I'm pretty pleased with how they came out, especially considering, you know, the lighting I was using and the paints and things like that. And they didn't match up, and they'll look okay next to my the other guys, and the other 60 I still have to do. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I don't know what's next for me. I do have, like as I said, I do have quite a few tanks and things like that. I got some projects in mind, but I also wanted to thank all of you. Whoops, hit the camera there. I'm closely getting to about 100 subs, which is kind of amazing. So thank you a lot, everybody. I wanted to have some kind of a contest, but I think I'm so close to 100, I don't know if I can do it. So I might kind of put it off to like 111, you know, to sort of celebrate the Hobbit or something like that. Maybe have a giveaway or a contest or something like that. Anyways, guys, it's good to be back. I hope to catch up with all the videos, catch up with all of you soon. So yeah, you guys take it easy, keep those brushes moving, and we'll talk to you again real soon. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.